Hello and welcome to this Warhammer 40k Codex review with me, Xenophids. In this instalment I'll be reviewing the new Space Wolves Codex. Okay, so starting with the front, the hardback front cover, picture of an awesome epic Space Wolf roaring at an opponent, probably issuing a challenge, which looks great. So opening up, we've got some amazing artwork immediately, and I really like the Space Wolves, the Sons of Rus. What I do like is some new colour artwork in this codex, which is good. The Sons of Rus, it goes through the history of the Space Wolves and how they were created and their Primarch Rus, and this whole Viking kind of history that's and werewolf-esque history that's integral to what the Space Wolves are. Now, for me, I found that I did like this fluff compared to what we've had with the Orcs. I like this one more. I prefer this codex, but the layout is very. It seems to be 7th edition codexes have a bit of fluff, and then the middle will just be pictures of the models, and then it will be the units, their points, and the picture of the actual model, rather than the old artistic picture of them, what it is. So that looks like what 7th edition is going towards, how the codex layout is. I prefer the old one personally, but they still got that stupid, you go to what it is. Right, so I want some Grey Hunters. Right, they can have this equipment. That's on page 67, so you have to go all the way to page 67, or if you're looking at the back page, you've got to go all the way to the other page. So this flicking back and forth is a bit annoying. Companies of the Fang, they've got all the Companies of the Fang, except for obviously the one that's not there anymore, and I won't spoil the story. I'll let you read up on why there isn't one there anymore. They've got some sagas, hunters, company shoulder pads, which is good. You can get an idea of what shoulder pads work, go with what units, sorry. And just go through all the fluff until you get to the lovely models itself. And so you've got the new flyers, which is brilliant. Space Wolves needed the flyers. They've got new Dreadnoughts, and Logan, Grimnar, is now on a chariot, which is wonderful, and I do like the model. So some beautiful looking Space Wolves model there. They are looking exquisitely good, and like I said, they've got the Codex, they've got the psychic powers, which are new, and they've got the Dreadnought pack, which enables you to make a Murder Thang, a Dreadnought, and Bjorn, the character Dreadnought, in the kit, which is great. Which means also if you make a Dreadnought and you already have a Dreadnought, you'll have extra bits to change. So there's a lot of conversion opportunities, and I found with Space Wolves, when you buy a Grey Hunters pack, you've got a lot of extra bits which you can convert either other Space Marines or add on to your vehicles and such to make him look really Space Wolvesy, which is really good. And some epic shots of the models, which is great. So a new person coming to this, or an old veteran Space Wolves player, can look through at the models and get inspiration again, which is really what Games Workshop needs. They need more inspiration. They need more people to look at their models and think, do you know what, I'm going to pay this price for the models, because from their last financial report, they need it. So, I'm not going to talk about the Space Wolves War Gear list and go through all their points at the moment, because I'll just be listing things off. So, we're going to go straight into the units now. So, the units, what I'm going to do, I'm going to read how they are in order in the new codex, and I'm going to compare them a little bit to the old Space Wolves codex. So, let me get to my page. So, Warlord is the first one in the new codex. He's 105 points. Now, the Warlord in the previous codex used to be 100 points. Now, he's weapon skill 6, ballistic skill 5, strength toughness 4, wounds 3, initiative 5, 4 attacks, leadership 10, and a free up save. And we have power armor, bolt pistol, chainsword, frag grenades, crack grenades, and belt of rust. Now, this belt of rust is pretty cool, and it's on page 98. So I am going to go to page 98 and talk about the belt of rust. Now, the belt of rust confers a 4-up invulnerable save. So this guy already has a 3-up armor save and a 4-up invulnerable, which is amazing. He may take 2 he has acute senses, they shall know no fear, counter-attack, independent character. He may take up to 2 Fenrisian Wolf for 8 points. So yeah, from 100 points to 105, he's gained a 4-up invulnerable. If he has runic armor, that's 20 points. And let's have a quick look at runic armor. Now, runic armor is a 2-up armor save and a 6-up invulnerable, but because he has the belt of rust, he always has a 4-up invulnerable. So, if you give him the 20-point runic armor, he now becomes essentially a little bit better than a Terminator. 2-up armor save, 4-up invulnerable save. He may take items from melee weapons, ranged, special issue war gear, and relics of the Fang. May replace his power armor, bolt pistol, chainsword, frag, and crack grenades for Terminator armor, stormbolter, and power weapon for 40 points. Don't do that. Do the runic armor to give him the 2-up save anyway. And then you can sort out ranged weapons if you want that. A Warlord in Terminator armor may only take items from the Terminator weapons, special issue, and relics of the Fang list, and may replace 1 ranged weapon or melee weapon with a storm shield for 15 points. So that would make him a 2-up armor save and a 3-up invulnerable for a hefty points of 140 points. Would give you that. If he's in Terminator armor, if Terminator armor is not taken, he may take a Thunderwolf mount. Now, Thunderwolf mount is 50 points. So what did I just say? 140 points plus 50. So you could have a Warlord on a Thunderwolf mount for 190 points with a 2-up armor save, 4-up with the Storm Shield, 3-up invulnerable, and toughness 5 for being on the mount for 190 points. 3 wounds. Why wouldn't you? And you'll see later on, Space Wolves can have lots of HQs as part of their battle-forged army. Amazing already. Good work. So Ragnar Blackmane is 195 points, and he used to be... Where are you, Ragnar? Now, I don't really like this model. Ragnar! 240 points he was, and he's now gone down to 195 points. Weapon skill 6, ballistic skill 5, strength toughness 4, 3 wounds, initiative 5, 4 attacks, leadership 10, 3-up armor save, power armor, bolt pistol, frag grenades, crack grenades, belt of rust, melter bombs, Saga of the Warrior Born, which we'll go into the sagas in a little bit more detail later on. Yeah, because the Warlord traits is a saga, and we'll go into that detail. Relic of the Fang. He has Frost Fang, which is his sword. It's a +1 strength, AP free, melee, rending, mastercrafted, so you're getting rerolls on that. And with 4 attacks as standard, that becomes a strength 5, AP free, rending attack, which is awesome. So yes, it's AP free, but going against Terminators, you roll a 6, that's going to be an AP2 here. So not bad. He has acute senses, and they shall know no fear, counter-attack, independent character, and rage. And it's always good to remember counter-attack in 7th edition. You don't have to roll a leadership test, you automatically get it. So your units are charged, they get a +1 to their attack. Melee Space Marines, awesome. Gets them a bit more defense. He has incredible reflexes. He can re-roll a single failed swing throw in each assault phase. He has insane bravado. He must always challenge. And Warhowl, Ragnar, and all models with the Space Wolves faction in his unit have the Furious Charge special rule. So having Ragnar in a big unit of close combat orientated Space Wolves is brilliant, because now they have Furious Charge. And he may take up to 2 Fenrisian Wolves at 8 points model. If you've got the points, I mean, he's cheaper, you could do it. I don't like the model though. The model is a bit outdated, but with this reduction in points and the ability to give his unit Furious Charge, definitely something to think about. Now, Herald Deathwolf, Lord of the Wolfkin, is 190 points. So I think the same points as what I said a Warlord on a Thunderwolf mount is. Now he's weapon skill 6, ballistic skill 5, strength toughness 5, wounds 4, initiative 5, 5 attacks, leadership 10, 3 up armor save. He has power armor, bolt pistol, frost axe, frag grenades, crack grenades, storm shield, Thunderwolf mount. So he's essentially your Warlord on the Thunderwolf, which is what you had previously. Frost axe, I want to see if that has changed. Frost axe is +2 to your strength, AP2, melee, unwieldy, so pretty much the same. Saga of the Wolfkin, he has acute senses and they shall know no fear, counter-attack, independent character, and outflank. All friendly Space Wolf cavalry and beast models that are within 12 inches of Herald Deathwolf uses his leadership value until their unless their own is higher, and his leadership is 10. There can be things that can decrease leaderships, like the Tyranids. Death Leaper can choose a character and take away their leadership down a little bit. But yeah, and he may take 2 wolves for 8 points. And he's also unaffected by pyromancy, psychic powers, and all flamer weapons. Not bad, but I think a generic Warlord, upgrade him, you'll have a Warlord, like I said, on a with a 2-up, 3-up, 2-up armor save, 3-up invulnerable, and a wolf. Yeah, but it's, I don't see a lot of people using pyromancy in my area, so I would just stick with the normal Warlord. Canis Wolfborn, 185 points, and he was 185 points. He is weapon skill 5, ballistic skill 2, strength toughness 5, wounds 3, initiative 5, 5 up, 5 attacks, leadership 9, armor saver 3, power armor, bolt pistol, frag grenades, crack grenades, 2 wolf claws, which act similarly to lightning claws, Thunderwolf mount, Saga of the Wolf King, acute senses, and they shall know no fear, counterattack, independent character, rampage. Canis Wolfborn and all Fenrisian wolves and cyber wolves in his unit reroll failed to hit rolls in close combat during an assault phase, which they charged in combat. So this guy is designed to be in a big group of wolves, and they're just going to run up the flank, and just he's going to use them as extra wounds, and he's going to enjoy close combat. It's okay. It doesn't blow me away. The model looks good though. He's pretty much stayed the same from what he was, but what it seems to be, Fenrisian Wolves have gone down from 10 points to 8 points. So Games Workshop needs to sell some Fenrisian Wolves, essentially. Yeah, so Wolverine on a wolf is okay, I'd say. Generic Rune Rune Priest, 60 points. 60 points. That's amazing. Okay, so he is weapon skill 5, ballistic skill 4, strength toughness 4, 2 wounds, initiative 4, leadership, attack 2, leadership 10, free up armor save, power armor, bolt pistol, runic axe, which is essentially an AP4 force weapon, frag, crack grenades, acute senses, counterattack, they shall know no fear, independent character, psycho mastery level 1 for 60 points. It's brilliant. And has biomancy, demonology, divination, telekinesis, and tempestus, which is the new Space Wolves psychic power, which I'll be talking about after all the units, because it's after them in the book, and it's not bad. And for 60 points, I would definitely consider having a couple of these guys. You can upgrade him to a Psycho Mastery level 2 for 25 points, and give him a Psychic Hood for 10 points, which helps deny the witch rolls. May replace power armor with runic armor for 25 points, so that's the 2-up armor save with 6-up invulnerable. May replace runic axe, sword, and stave for free. There's a phone going. And bolt pistol, frag, and crack grenades with terminate armor, 25 points. A rune priest in terminator armor can take a storm bolter, combi flamer. So priest in the terminator armor can take special issue war gear, relics of the fangs. So awesome, 60 points. Given the upgrade, 25 points. For 85 points, you have a psychic mastery level 2 rune priest, which is awesome. Okay, so Najal Stormcaller. I love this model. It's great. I've used him in my 2,000 point list. I've always used him. Guess what? He was 245 points. He is now 180 points. He is an also include just because he's 180 points now. I used him at 245, 180. I'm going to definitely use this guy. He is weapon skill, ballistic skill 5, strength toughness 4, 3 wounds, initiative 4, 3 attacks, leadership 10, 2-up save, runic armor, so he's got the 2-up save and the 6-up invulnerable as standard. Bolt pistol, frag grenade, crack grenade, psychic hood, helping you if you deny the witch. In They Shall Know No Fear, acute senses, counterattack, independent character, psycho mastery level 3. Think about that. 180 points for awesome Najal, psychic level 3. Bearing in mind he was, I think, a psychic mastery level 2 in the old codex for 245 points. Level 3. That's going to help in the psychic phase. And So, Lord of Tempests. This is the thing. He has lost his awesome abilities, where you would roll each turn to see what happens. It was, some people think, a bit overpowered. For 245 points though, I don't think it was so overpowered, but let's read. Lord of Tempests. Najal Stormcaller can reroll a single failed psychic test each turn when attempting to manifest psychic powers from the Tempestus discipline. Well, that's good. So you're going to get it off. And that is each turn. Now, he can generate powers from biomancy, demonology, bit risky, divination, telekinesis, and tempestus. I'd probably go with tempestus. He's psychic mastery level 3, so you get the Primaris standard and 3 extra ones for you. He may replace his runic armor for free. Runic armor, frag, and crack grenades with terminator armor for free. He'll get a 5-up invulnerable. It's up to you how you do that. I'd probably leave it. Nightwing, which is his bird, not a cool sidekick like Batman has. Najal can unleash Nightwing as a shooting attack. It's a strength 3, AP dash, assault D6. So good if you've got a horde against you, or some Talfire warriors. Low toughness models is good. His staff is +2 to strength, AP 4, and it's a melee concussive force Raidbane or Woodbane. The staff of the Stormcaller grants the wielder Adamantium Will special roll. Again, brilliant. In addition, the wielder can reroll a single failed Deny the Witch attempt each turn. Again, brilliant. Psychic powers in our battle reports, as you may have seen. It's kind of 50-50, I think, when they go off, but then this gives you the edge. Najau is brilliant. So for 180 points, you have a level 3 awesome source guy that's gonna psychic the opponent like he normally has done. So I would continue taking him. Next up is the Wolf Priest, 110 points for this bad boy. Weapon skill 5, ballistic skill 4, strength toughness 4, 2 wounds, initiative 4, 2 attacks, leadership 10, free up. Wolf Priest used to be 100 points, so he's gone up by 10 points. He's got power armor, bolt pistol, Crossius Arcanum. Crossius Arcanum. Yes, I have to do an accent when I do that. Crossius Arcanum is a +2 strength, AP4 melee concussive weapon. Bashing people on the head. Frag and crack grenades, healing balms, wolf amulet. Healing balms and wolf amulet. Healing balms is a feel no pain 6-up, and wolf amulet has a 4-up armor save. So 4-up invulnerable, 3-up armor save, 4-up invulnerable, 6-up feel no pain. Not bad for 110 points. Acute senses, counterattack, fearless, independent character. He has the Oath of War. The Wolf Priest can nominate one unit type at the beginning of the game, for example, infantry or monstrous creature. If he does so, the Wolf Priest has preferred enemy special rule against enemy models with that unit type. He can replace power armor with runic armor for 20 points. He has access to the various ranged weapons, blah 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 blah. He can have Terminator armor for 30 points, Combi Flamer, Melter or Combi Plasma for 5 points if he's in Terminator armor. I mean, no. In fact, I'm not even on the fence. I wouldn't take a Wolf Priest. No, I don't like it. 110 points for a guy that's got a bit of close combat, a low chance of doing feel no pain. What's the point for such a hefty 110 points? Probably not. I'm never going to use it. Urk the Slayer, again another model that is a little bit out of dated in my opinion, is 145 points, and he was previously 180 points. Huge drop in price again. Weapon skill 6, ballistic skill 5, strength toughness 4, 3 wounds, initiative 5, 3 attacks, leadership 10, 3-up save, power armor, plasma pistol, Crossius Arcanium, which is the buff melee concussive AP4, frag crack grenades, healing balms and wolf amulet. Again, he can heal himself. 6-up feel no pain. His oath is all friendly units with Space Wolves faction within 6 inches have preferred enemy. He has the wolf helm of Russ. All friendly units with Space Wolf faction within 12 inches have the stubborn. Combination unit. 145 points to give things preferred enemy within 6 inches. Whack him in a big close combat squad. It's a hefty 145 points for preferred enemy, but that could be the difference between winning a combat and losing a combat. For that, I'd probably consider taking him, but I don't know if he'd fit in my army. Wolfguard Battle Leader is 50 points. He is weapon skill, ballistic skill 5, strength toughness 4, 2 wounds, initiative 5, 3 attacks, leadership 9, 3-up armor save, chainsword, bolt pistol, power armor, frag and crack grenades, acute senses, they show no fear, counter attack, independent character. May have Fenrisian Wolves, 8 points. You can have 2 of them. He can have runic armor again for 25 points. Again, runic armor is pretty cool. He may replace most of his equipment for Terminator, Armor, Storm, Bolter and a power weapon for 40 points. Then he becomes 90 points, which is a bit expensive. But he then has a power weapon, I guess, instead of a chainsword. He may replace his ranged or melee, one ranged or melee weapon for a Storm Shield for 25 points. So for 100 points he could have a runic armor and a Storm Shield, possibly worth taking. If a Terminator armor is not taken, he may have a Thunder Wolf mount. So that's pretty cool. Have him in a unit with your Warlord and some Thunder Wolf cavalry. It'll be a very expensive unit, but again, 2 Storm Shields in that unit minimum, running up the board with cavalry, and because he's so cheap, it's possible and doable. And I'm thinking that maybe that on one flank, Canis with his normal Fenrisian wolves on the other flank, going up the field, big possibility. And Games Workshop want to sell some wolf models. So Bjorn the Fell-Handed, 220 points. That is huge because he used to be 270 points. Now it's possible to take him. Weapon skill, ballistic skill 6, strength 7. Front armor is 13 already, which is what it was before. Side 12, rear 10, initiative 3, 4 attacks, 3 hull points. He's a walker character. He has an assault cannon, searchlight, smoke launchers. He's venerable as well. An army that he has the ancient tactician. Any army that includes Bjorn adds +1 to their CZ initiative. So obviously Games Workshop wants you to buy their new model, which I think you should because it's amazing. Or, like I've said, buy vehicles and you'll have Space Wolf bits and just convert him up like I did. He has a 5-up invulnerable save as well. He can replace his assault cannon with a plasma cannon for free, Hellfrost cannon for free, twin link las cannon for 5 points, and the Hellfrost cannon, I'll quickly say, can be dispersed or focused. Dispersed is 24-inch strength 6 AP3 heavy 1 blast Hellfrost, and a focused is strength 24-inch strength 8 AP1 heavy 1 Hellfrost. And Hellfrost, if there are casualties, that unit then takes strength tests, for example, and if they fail, then they continue to die. He may have a drop pod, and his claw, true claw, is a strength 10 AP2 melee mastercrafted shred. So he's re-rolling in combat. He's 220 points down from 270. +1 to your season initiative, is a 5-up invulnerable and front armor 13. Huge. Definitely think about it. I'm gonna probably be using Bjorn the Fell-Handed. I've made a Bjorn model, and that's what I'm gonna be using, I think. And I'm gonna consider taking some of the other Dreadnoughts as well. Maybe have Bjorn and then a Dreadnought in 2 drop pods. They come down because walkers and vehicles have got a lot better in this edition. So yes to Bjorn. So next is Blood Claws. There are 60 points and you get 5 of them for 60 points. These are your kind of almost there Space Wolves. They're the ginger ones that haven't seen a lot of battle and they've got a bit of bloodlust. No offence to you gingers. Weapon skill, ballistic skill 3, strength toughness 4, 1 wound, initiative 4, 1 attack, leadership 8, 3-up armor save. They can have a Wolfguard pack leader, which has a Space Marine stats, but also has 2 attacks. Power armor, bolt, pistol, chainsword, frag and crack grenades, acute senses, counter attack. Now, because they've got lower weapon skill, that's a bad thing, obviously. But with counter attack, they'll have more attacks. You can have 10 additional blood claws for 12 points a model. Now, these are your kind of Space Marines that are almost there. So 12 points is an awesome point value for a Space Marine. One Bloodclaw can have a bolt pistol and a plasma pistol. Replaces bolt pistol with a plasma pistol for 15 points. One may replace his chainsword with a power weapon or power fist for 15 and 25 points. One may take special weapons, an item with a special weapon. If the squad numbers 15 models, one additional Bloodclaw can take one of the special weapons in the list. It's not for free though. You may upgrade a Bloodclaw to a Wolf Pack Leader for 10 points. The Pack Leader can have melee and various ranged weapons, melter bombs, power armor. Can be replaced with his Terminator armor for 15 points. If a Terminator armor is chosen, he may take armors from the Terminator armor. Rhino, Razorback, Drop Pods, or Stormwolf can be the dedicated transport. Stormwolf, if you don't know, is the flyer. The flyer can be built into two ways. Basically a flying land raider kind of thing, or a flying gunship. Bloodclaws are okay. Cheaper than your normal Space Marine. Worth considering if you don't have a lot of points and you want a throwaway unit, I guess. Lucas the Trickster is also in this kind of thing. Now they've got these weird like symbols above, so I'm guessing he's a troop choice, and he's 80 points. 80 points gets you Weapon Skill, Ballistic Skill 5, Strength, Toughness 4, 2 wounds, Initiative 5, 3 attacks, Leadership 8, 3 up save, Power Armor, Plasma Pistol, Frag Grenades, Crack Grenades, Wolf Claw. He has acute senses and they shall know no fear. Counterattack, independent character. He's Bloodclaw's hero. Lucas the Trickster can only join a unit of Bloodclaws. If Lucas the Trickster is included in a detachment that includes at least one unit of Bloodclaws, he does not use up a force organisation slot. Awesome. Do it. The last laugh. If Lucas the Trickster is removed as a casualty whilst fighting in a challenge, both players roll off immediately. If the Space Wolves player wins, the opponent's thing is also removed. Awesome. Rebellious. His unit that he's in may never have a leadership value higher than 8 though, so that's continued from the last one. When fighting in a challenge, Lucas the Trickster's opponent suffers -3 to their weapon skill to a minimum of 1. Awesome. So even if he won't be losing, but even if he does lose, then that model may go away as well. Grey Hunters, your bog or standard awesome source. So Grey Hunters pack was 15 points a model. They are 14 points a model, but you have to give them a close combat weapon for 2 points. So people are kind of up and ahhing about that. I can understand, but they've gone down by a point, and they still have counter attack, so they've got +1 attack. So it may not be a bad thing. Weapon Skill, Ballistic Skill 4, Strength, Toughness 4, 1 wound, Initiative 4, 1 attack, Leadership 8, 3 up save, 5 Grey Hunters for 70 points. Power Armor Bolt Gun for the Grey Hunters only, not the Wolf Pack Leader. Bolt Pistol Chainsword for the Wolf Guard Pack Leader only. Frag and Crack Grenades, Acute Senses, Counter Attack, and they shall know no fear. They can have a squad 5 more, so you can have a squad of 10 of them. They may have close combat weapons with 2 points a model. One Grey Hunter may have a power weapon or power fist for 15 and 25 points. One Grey Hunter may replace his bolt gun for a bolt pistol and plasma, or bolt gun and or bolt pistol and a plasma pistol, 15 points. That does make sense. For every 5 in the unit, you can have a special weapon. One Grey Hunter per detachment may take a Wolf Standard. May upgrade 1 to a Wolfpack Leader, and he too can have the Melter Bombs or have Terminator armors. And like the Bloodclaws, they can also go in Drop Pods, Rhinos, Razorbacks, or Stormwolf. They're a point cheaper or a point more expensive for close combat weapons. It depends how you want to kit them out. They are just your bog standard Space Marine now, with counter attack. Remember that they have counter attack. So it's not all bad for 14 points a model, still a little bit cheaper, which is good. Iron Priest. Okay, Iron Priest, 55 points. Weapon Skill, Ballistic Skill 4, Strength, Toughness 4, 1 wound, Initiative 4, 2 attacks, Leadership 8, 2 up save. He can have a Cyber Wolf with him. which has a weapon skill 4, strength toughness 4, 1 wound, initiative 4, 3 attack, leadership 6, 4 up save. He has runic armor, which is the 2 up and 6 up invulnerable, bolt gun, server arm, thunder hammer, that's good, frag and crack grenades, acute senses, and they shall know no fear, counterattack, independent character. In each of your shooting phases, instead of firing his weapon, an Iron Priest can choose to repair a single friendly vehicle that he is in base contact with or embarked upon. To repair a vehicle, roll a d6 and add +1 for each servitor with a servitor arm in his unit. If the unit is 5 or more, you may either restore a hull point lost earlier in the battle or repair a weapon destroyed, immobilized. He can have a bolt gun or bolt pistol for free, can take 4 Cyborgs, 15 points a model to help protect him, and he may take a Thunderwolf mount, which is cool. He can run around at the back healing your vehicles. So not bad. It's you have to roll a 5 or more to do it. Possibility of worth taking. I probably won't. Servitors are 10 points a model. They are weapon skill, ballistic skill, strength, toughness of 3, 1 wound, initiative 3, 1 attack, leadership 8, 4 up save. They all come with the server arm. They are mind lock. Unless it also contains an Iron Priest, an unengaged unit that contains at least 1 model with this special rule must roll a d6 at the start of his turn. On a 4 up, this special rule has no effect. On a 1 or a 2 or a 3, the unit is mind locked until the start of its following unit. A mind locked unit may not voluntarily move, shoot, or do anything basically. If servitors are included in a detachment that includes at least 1 Iron Priest, the servitors do not use up a force organisation point slot. 2 of them may replace their arms with plasma cannons, multi-melters, and heavy bolsters at various points cost. But again, you're taking the servitors for the Iron Priest to help plus to his ability to heal your tanks and stuff, and Dreadnoughts possibly. Why would you give them guns which prevent them? I don't know. Maybe if you play that kind of style of a gun line, you've got all these tanks at the back. Oh, it's my turn. I'm going to fix this. Okay, scouts. 70 points for 5 of them. Weapon skill, ballistic skill, strength, toughness 4, 1 wound, initiative 4, 1 attack, leadership 8, and 4 up armor save. They can have a pack leader, which we've gone through before. They have scout armor, power armors on the pack leader, bolt gun, bolt pistol, frag grenades, crack grenades, and they show no fear. Acute senses, counterattack, infiltrate for the scouts only, move through cover for the scouts only, and scout for the wolf scouts only. So why would you take a pack leader? 14 points a model. You can have 5 additional to that. No, immediately when you can have Grey Hunters or Blood Claws. I'm just going to stop it there. You can give them sniper rifles for a point a model. Other than that, 15 point sniper isn't too bad, but that's it. Just take them as a sniper unit is what I'd say. A lone wolf. Now, the lone wolf used to be 20 points. He still is only 20 points. Weapon skill 5, ballistic skill 4, strength 4, toughness 4, 2 wounds, initiative 4, 2 attacks, leadership 8, 3 up, save. You can take 1 lone wolf for each troop choice or a unit of wolf guard in your army. This does not take up a force org, so he's free, but you have to pay the points for him essentially. So, with power armor, bolt, pistol, chainsword, frag, and crack grenades, acute senses, counterattack, eternal warrior, whoa, fearless, feel no pain, and monster hunter. So he is going to be out there for monstrous creatures. Again, monstrous creatures got a nerf in 7th edition. Don't make things awesome at killing them. Lone wolf units are never scoring. Lone wolf units cannot be joined by units with independent character special rule. They can take 2 Fenrisian wolves for 8 points a model. They can take various melee weapons and range weapons. Melter bombs for 5 points. And they replace their equipment essentially for a Terminator Armor Stormbolter and Power Weapon for 30 points, which is what you're going to do, and then you can take Terminator weapons and then give him the awesome source, and because he has Monster Hunter, you never have to worry again about monstrous creatures coming and smashing you up. So that big squad of Carnifexes, alright, I'll just send 3 Lone Wolves into them, and my initiative is higher. I'm going to be doing 3 attacks on the charge, and with Monster Hunter I'm going to do some wounds to you and help protect my guys. Lone Wolves, consider it, basically, is what I'm saying. Okie dokie then. Going to the Dreadnoughts bit. Dreadnoughts are 95 points when they were 105 points. Again, Games Workshop wants to sell their new Dreadnought monster kit thing. But I don't blame them because it looks amazing. They have a weapon skill, ballistic skill 4, strength 6, front side armor of 12, rear armor of 10, initiative 4, 2 attacks, and hull points 3. A venerable Dreadnought, though, has a weapon skill and ballistic skill of 5, but everything else is the same. They come standard with a multi-melter, power fist with built-in Stormbolter and Searchlight. That's not a bad loadout. Venerable have the generic Venerable special rule. They may take items from the Dreadnought weapons list. They can have a Great Wolf Claw and a built-in Stormbolter for 5 points, missile launcher for 10 points, twin-linked autocannon for 15. They may replace the Stormbolter with a heavy flamer. They may take extra armor for 10 points, smoke launchers for 5 points. 25 points makes it a Venerable Dreadnought, so that means 120 points is a Venerable Dreadnought when it was 165 points before. Amazing, do it. And then you can have a Fenrisian Great Axe and a Blizzard Shield, which gives your and can take a drop pod as a Dreadnought transport. The Blizzard Shield, I think, gives a 4-up invulnerable save. I will look. And Blizzard Shield confers a 3-up invulnerable save, and also gives is the strength of the user AP2 melee shield special rule, and the shield is the 3-up invulnerable. So if you lose one of his weapons, he still has an AP2 weapon and a 3-up invulnerable save, which is amazing, which is awesome. So that's a possibility. 100, give that to him as well. So that's 95 plus 50 is 145, which is still 20 points cheaper than the old Venerable Dreadnought. Think about it. Murderfang, 135 points. This awesome new kit is the Dreadnought with the Wolverine claws made of ice that never melts. Weapon skill 5, ballistic skill 3, strength 6, front and side armor 12, rear is 10, initiative 4, 4 attacks, hull points is 3. Searchlights, furious charge, it will not die, rampage, and rage. Murderfang ignores the effects of crew shaken or crew stuns, but still loses hull points. He may select a drop pod. His murder claws is strength 7, AP2, melee mastercrafted shred specialist weapon. Not bad close combat. Again, if you want that, just get 3 drop pods, 1 with Bjorn, or keep Bjorn at the back, it's up to you, and have the Dreadnought and Murderfang coming through them. Vehicles are harder to kill, you'll enjoy it. Wolf Guard, 90 points. They were 18 points a model, they are still 18 points a model. You can have a pack of 10 of them, and they have weapon skill, ballistic skill 4, strength toughness 4, 1 wound, initiative 4, 2 attacks, leadership 9, 3-up save. They have power, armor, bolt, pistol, chainsword, frag, crack grenades, acute senses, they show no fear, counter attack. They can have various stuff on them, including jump packs for 3 points, so that brings them up to 21 points for a Wolf Guard pack with jump packs, which isn't bad, which makes them like Space Marine Assault Marines, Now there is a unit in here that Space Wolves have, which already have them, which are called Sky Claws. Now they're only 15 points model with jump packs, but they are just your kind of not so good Space Wolves. So they only have a weapon skill and ballistic skill of 3, and they only have 1 attack. But these guys have 2 attacks, so it's kind of a bit expensive giving them jump packs. Or you can give them bikes, which again is a bit expensive. So as a whole, I'm going to stop there because they're a bit expensive for what they are. Wolfguard Terminators, though, are 99 points. They are 33 points a model. You get a pack 3 of them for the 99 points. Before you had to upgrade them, and they let's have a look. They were 15 plus 18 is 20, 30. So they're more expensive Wolfguard Terminator packs, it looks like. Terminator arm, Stormbolt, power weapon, acute senses, station and a fear counter attack. Web skills, ballistic skill 4, strength, toughness 4, 1 wound, 4 initiative, 2 attacks, leadership 9, 2 up. They can have a Thunderhammer, Storm Shield, and Storm Shield for 15 points though, which is huge because before it was 15 points for the Thunderhammer and then 15 points for the Storm Shield. So their equipment went down a little bit in price, so it kind of balances out there. You can have Wolf Claws 15 points, a model, Heavy Flame at 10 points, Assault Cannon 20, Missile Launcher for 25. Which is all generally cheaper than before. And they can have a Land Raider Redeemer, Land Raider Crusader, also dedicated transports. Not bad. They're pretty much the same. Points value balances out. So if you took them before, which I did, you'll probably take them again. Arjak Rockfist is his own unit now, essentially. 115 points, when before he was plus 170 to your wolf pack. So he was originally 100. You had to pay 188 points for him. He's 115. Yes, please. Arjak Rockfist, weapon skill, ballistic skill 5, strength 5, toughness 4, 2 wounds, initiative 4, 3 attacks, leadership 9, 2 up save. He's in Terminator armor. He has a counterattack, stubborn, independent character, and they should own a fear, acute senses. Anvil of Fenris. Arjak can join a unit of Wolfguard or Wolfguard Terminators if he is included in the detachment that includes at least 1 unit of either Wolfguard or Wolfguard Terminators. He does not take up a slot. So again, brilliant. You're getting these extra things, but they don't affect your force org, which means you could have a battle-forged Space Wolves army with all these extra added bits to it, which is pretty good. Arjak has to issue a challenge, and he re-rolls all failed to hit rolls when in the challenge. Yes, sir. He has Foe Hammer, which is essentially like a Thunderhammer. He's also got his Storm Shield, which is a 3-up invulnerable save. He has Eternal Warrior and Hammer of Wrath special rule. His Foe Hammer can be thrown still, 6 inches, strength 10, AP 2, assault 1, concussive. So you can already concuss them before you've even got into combat, which is amazing. Think about it. You have a load of Thunderhammer, Storm Shield, Space Wolf Terminators coming in. Oh, boom, oh, you're dead, you're concussed. Oh, we're going to go at the same time, so you're not going to be able to hurt me first. And in melee it's strength 10, AB 2, concussive. It is unwieldy, but again, if you've concussed them, you're going to be going at the same time. Arjak is a definite consideration. Swift Claws are 60 points. They are your ginger guys? Not so Space Wolfy ones on bikes. What were they before? Blood Claws. They're like your Blood Claws on bikes. They were 25 points a model. They're now 20 points a model. Again, cheaper in points, so you can have more of them. They come weapon skill, ballistic skill 3, strength 4, toughness 5, 1 wound, initiative 4, 1 attack, leadership 8, 3 up armor save. You can have attack biker, you can also have pack leaders, yada yada yada. They have power weapon, bolt pistol, heavy bolter on the attack bike, frag, crack grenade, space marine bike, acute senses, counter attack, rage for the swift claws but not the pack leader. They can remove their bolt pistol for a chainsword for free. They replace their bolt pistol with a flamer, melter gun and plasma gun or plasma pistol for 5, 10 and 15 points. They can include an attack bite for 35 points, which is new. I'm pretty sure you couldn't do that before. Ignore me, you can. It was 30 points before, so it's a little bit more expensive. And he can have various stuff again, and they can all take melter bombs. So you can have a fast bike unit coming up, destroying a vehicle with their melter bombs. I prefer to leave the bikes out of a Space Marine army, unless it's White Scars, but that is my personal preference. Okay, drop pod, Rhino even, 35 points like it was. Ballistic skill 4, front side 11, rear 10, 3 hull points, storm bolts, searchlights, smoke launcher. Have repair. If a Rhino is immobilized, it may choose to repair itself rather than shooting. On a roll of a 6, it's no longer immobilized, but it does not repair a hull point. You can have 10 models, cannot carry models with bulky or extremely bulky or very bulky. Special rule, and 2 models can fire from its hatch, and then it has an access point on each side of the hull and one at the rear, so left, right and back. And may take items from the vehicle equipment, so pretty standard. Razorback, 55 points. That's gone up from 40 points. Ballistic skill 4, front side 11, rear 10, hull point 3. Twin-link heavy bolters, searchlights, smoke launchers, transport capacity is 6. Cannot carry bulky, very bulky or extremely bulky. It has 1 access point, again like the Rhino, but it can have a heavy flamer for free, assault cannon for 20 points, las cannon for 20 points, which is twin linked as well, las cannon and twin linked plasma gun for 20 points, which is cheaper than it was before, so that means it's kind of balanced out like it was before, but you can have better weapons. Drop pod is 35 points. Your bog standard ballistic skill 4, front, side and rear 12, hull point 3. You have drop pod assault. Drop pods and units embarked upon them must be held in deep strike reserve. At the beginning of your first turn, half your drop pods, rounding them up, or they automatically arrive from reserve, and the rest you roll like normal. When it comes in, a drop pod cannot move once it has entered play. It counts in all respects as a vehicle that has suffered an immobilized result. That cannot be repaired anyway. It does not lose a whole point for coming in. It has inertial guidance system. That means when it scatters, it won't damage itself. It'll, wherever you wanted it, it will scatter towards. If you roll a scatter and it would land normally on a piece of terrain or on a model, it would stop shy of that. You can hold 10 models or 1 Dreadnought. Once it lands and it's disembarked, you cannot re-embark into it. Again, keep it cheap and cheerful, have your Dreadnoughts in it. So, now we have one of the flyers. So, this is actually a dedicated transport. So, the Storm Wolf, so it's not a heavy or a fast, it's a dedicated transport. For 215 points. For that you get a ballistic skill 4, front, side and rear armor 12, hull point 3. So pretty expensive, but you get twin linked Hellfrost cannon, amazing, twin linked las cannon, two twin linked heavy bolters and a ceramite plating, assault vehicle, the power of the machine spirit, can hold 16 models, fire points are none, access point is at the front, may replace both twin linked heavy bolters with missile launchers for free or multi-melters for 20 points. Yeah, definitely. Why wouldn't you? Thunderwolf Cavalry, 120 points, which makes them 40 points a model. They were 50 points a model. Games Workshop wants to sell some wolves. Weapon skill, ballistic skill 4, strength, toughness 5, 2 wounds, initiative 4, 4 attacks, leadership 9, free up save. They can have a pack leader, not bad. Power armor, chainsaw, bolt pistol, frag grenades, crack grenades, Thunderwolf mount, obviously. Counter attack, acute senses, and they shall know no fear. You can have 3 extras, so that means you can have a 6 in the unit, because it comes with 2 normal Thunderwolves and a Thunderwolf pack leader. You get bolt gun, plasma pistol. Bolt gun's free, plasma pistol's 15 points. May take melee weapons and melter bombs for 5 points. They are cheaper, so definitely consider it, because I would. Games Workshop wants to sell wolves models. Fenrisian wolves are 40 points. They used to be 8 points a model in this. They're 8 points a model. Nothing's really changed. Weapon skill 4, strength toughness 4, 1 wound, initiative 4, 2 attacks, leadership 5, 6 up save. Don't bother. Okay, so Sky Claws are 75 points. Sky Claws used to be 18 points a model, they're now 15 points a model. Like I said, they've gone down in 3 points a model. Consider it. 15 points for a jump pack infantry. Weapon skill, ballistic skill 3, but it is strength, toughness 4, 1 wound, initiative 4, 1 attack, leadership 8, 3 up save, power armor, bolt gun, chainsaw, frag and crack grenades, jump pack, and they shall know no fear. Rage again, so you can give them flamers and various weapons. I'm not going to go through that because it's the same as before, but consider these guys. Skyclaws don't seem to have been seen. I didn't see a lot of Skyclaws before. If I was going to take like Blood Claws, either with bikes, generic, or Skyclaws, I would take a generic squad with Lucas, and then I would take Skyclaws, because you can now have maneuverability and the chance to run around and cause disruption. So you can have your wolves coming up the flanks, you can have all these bits and extra, these flyers which are new, your drop pods coming in from nowhere, and now your Skyclaws coming in from nowhere. If you've got your enemy force, you can hit them from everywhere, like a wolf pack would. You would go for the weakest point and just come from everywhere. Brilliant. Great. Already I'm seeing great, like, this army is just like a wolf pack, which is brilliant because it's Space Wolves. Skyclaws, definite consideration. So land speeders are 50 points a model. They were 50 points. Ballistic skill 4, front, side and rear armor is 10. 2 whole points. They have deep strike, heavy bolter. You can have 3 in a squadron. I don't know how many you used to be able to have. The assault cannon is cheaper. You can have a heavy flame of 3, multi-melter for 10 points. You may also take a heavy bolter for 10, heavy flamer for 10, multi-melter for 20, typhoon missile launcher for 25, assault cannon for 30. I used to have them with 2 multi-melters. Think about it, vehicles are harder to kill. You've now got a manoeuvrable 24-inch melter. Exactly the same, I think, as last time. Okay, your Stormfang gunship. He is a heavy support choice. He has 220 points, which is quite a lot. Ballistic skill 4, front, side and rear armor 12, hull point 3. Hugely amazing. He's a flyer, he can hover, he's a transport. Hellfrost Destructor is his big ass weapon, which is a 24-inch strength 6 AP2 large blast, or a focused strength 8 AP1 24-inch lance. So this bad boy also comes with heavy bolters, storm strike missiles, power of the machine spirit. He can hold 6 models, possibly Terminators, and Arjak, and then hover around. And you can have missile launchers instead of the heavy bolters, multi-melters for 20 points, las cannons instead of the missiles for 15 points. You can have las cannons, you can have multi-melters, las cannons, and your Hellfrost cannon. Do it, do it, do it, do it. Huge gunship. Huge gunship. The most amazing gunship I think that's out there in the Games Workshop range. This guy is going to take down vehicles, and with his large blast, he's going to take down troops. Long fangs are 30 points, essentially bringing them to 15 points a model, and they were 15 points a model. They've got all the rules and war gear as normal, but I think their weapons got a little bit more expensive, possibly. But long fangs are long fangs, and you can still mix and match. So give it a go, and you can have a Razorback with them. So have some extra support. Have a Razorback get in front of them, and then in the movement phase, move the Razorback, shoot everything, and then turbo boost or whatever, flat out is in front of them. So they're always going to have that protection and cover save. Long fangs are brilliant. Vindicator, 120 points. It was 115, so it's actually gone up, and it's ballistic skill 4, front 13, side 11, rear 10, 3 hull points. May take a siege shield for 10 points. Yeah, so it's gone up by 5 points, but still exactly the same as it was. Whirlwinds are 65 points. They were 85 points. I don't really see Whirlwinds played. They're front and side armour of 11, rear 10, ballistic skill 4, 3 hull points. They've got their missile launcher, which is cool. With long fangs being really good, and the storm fang gunship being really good, they're going to be your priority ones. So Whirlwinds probably won't be seen. You got a Predator at 75 points. It used to be 60 points. Games Workshop, I'm seeing what you're doing. Ballistic skill 4, front 13, side 11, rear 10, hull point 3, autocannon, searchlight, smoke launchers. Can replace its autocannon with a twin link las cannon for 25 points, which is less. It used to be 45 points. And the sponsors can have heavy bolters for 20 points. And las cannons for 40 points. My comment earlier when I was like, oh, I see what you're doing. Predators went up in price. It does kind of balance out with their weapons, but they're pretty hefty for what they are. They want you to buy the new gunship. Land Raider is 250 points, same as before, and it is a Land Raider. Don't need to tell you about any of its special rules, because you know what a Land Raider does. The Crusader is 250, that it was, and the Redeemer is 240. They're exactly the same as what they were. Land Raiders are Land Raiders. Now, the big man himself, Logan Grimnar, who is now a Lord of War thingamabob. He was 275 points, he's now 250 points. There is no reason not to get him. You have to get Logan, just for funsies. Just because he's weapon skill 6, ballistic skill 5, strength toughness 4, 4 wounds, initiative 5, 5 attacks, leadership 10, 2 up armor so, and he can ride a Storm Rider, which is a chariot, for an extra 70 points, bear in mind. So he's 320 points for that, which is only like 40 points more than what he was before. But now he's on a chariot, which is amazing. So Terminator armor, Stormbolter, Belt of Rust. He has Eternal Warrior, counter attack, all the things you'd normally have. He's so much cheaper. Get him normally, but you can also have him as a Storm Rider, which is amazing. He's got the Axe of Morkai. He can be used as a one-handed or two-handed weapon, and he can split those attacks. and you have to declare how many attacks you're doing, which is split. So he has, say, 5 attacks. Normally, if he hasn't charged, he can say, right, I'm going to do 1 attack, 100, and the rest 200. Now 100 is +2 to his strength, which will make him strength 6, AP 3 melee. Or the 200 is ×2 strength, so it'll be strength 8, AP 2 melee, 200 unwieldy, which is pretty cool. So he can kind of be kitted out if he's against a horde or heavily armoured stuff. Now the Storm Rider has a 4-up invulnerable save and can move 12 inches in the movement phase. All penetrating hits against it counts as glances. When riding it, he loses his Deep Strike special rule, which was conferred to him from his Terminator armour. He can no longer join units or be joined by any other independent character. If riding the Storm Rider, Logan Grimnar makes 4 additional strength 5 AP dash attacks in each assault phase. These attacks are made initiative 5 step, and they grant an extra pile in move and have rending special rules. So essentially, on the charge, he's going to be doing 10 attacks. Do it. And he looks awesome on it. I'm pretty sure that's a new model. Pretty sure that's a new model. Let's have a quick look. Yeah, the sculpt of the new Logan Grimnar is bigger and awesome, and I'd definitely get him for funsies. Now we have a detachment, the Great Company. Now it is the formation is as follows: 1 Wolflord, 1 Wolfguard Battle Leader, 1 unit of Wolfguard, 5 units of Grey Hunters, 1 unit of Wolf Scouts, 3 units of either Blood Claws, Swift Claws or Sky Claws, 2 units of Long Fangs. Restrictions: 1 unit of Grey Hunters must include a Wolf Standard. Special rules: Jarl of Russ, if this formation is chosen, is your primary detachment. You can re-roll the results when rolling on the Warlord traits. You have Cunning Wolf, roll a d6 for each unit and adding a +2 to the result. If the unit's battlefield role is troops and it has been joined by an independent character from this formation, on a 6-up, that unit has outflank. And as long as the formation Lord is alive, everything has fear, and fear is charged special rule. It's alright. Yeah, it's okay. There's also an Unleashed detachment at the back, which is kind of cool. So it's Jars of the Russ. You can re-roll, and you've got the Cunning Wolf again. So it's you roll a d6 +2 on a 6-up. They have outflank, but compulsory you have 2 HQs, 2 troops, optional 4 extra HQs, so that's 6 HQs, 4 extra troops, 3 elites, 3 fast, 3 heavy. So essentially it's exactly the same as a Force Org, but you get 6 HQ and a Lord of War and a Force Fortification you can get. So Logan Grimnar in it. So essentially, using a battle forged Space Wolves army, you can then essentially give all of your units outflank, which gives you more options, which is great. Okay, so we're now at the appendix section, almost the last bit. We're going to look at the special rules. Fenrisian Wolves and Cyber Wolves. If the character has it, the wolves stick with him, and if he is in with a unit and he leaves that unit, his wolves go away with him. And that's pretty much all it's stating there. If he's killed, then the surviving wolves are still there. They're not destroyed. They cannot join other units though. So the Warlord traits are sagas now. So on a 1, it is Saga of the Warrior Born. When fighting in a challenge, the Warlord re-rolls all failed to hit rolls, which is good. 2. Saga of the Wolfkin. The Warlord and all friendly units with the Space Wolves faction, consisting entirely of models with either the Beast or Cavalry unit type, have the Stubborn special rule. In addition, if friendly units with the Space Wolves faction is within 12 inches of the Warlord at the start of the assault phase, all models with either the Beast or Cavalry unit type in the unit have the Furious Charge special rule until the end of the phase. 3. Saga of the Beast Slayer. The Warlord has the Monster Hunter special rule. 4. Saga of the Bear. The Warlord and his unit have Feel No Pain 6-up special rule. 5. Saga of the Hunter. The Warlord has the Outflank special rule. And 6. Saga of Majesty. The Warlord and all friendly units with the Space Wolves faction within 12 inches must reroll any failed morale tests and pinning tests. All of them are pretty good. Nothing game changing. Pretty good. Psychic powers though. Ooh, I like it. Primaris power is Living Lightning. It's Warp Charge 1, Range 18, Strength 7, AP Dash, Assault 3, Shock. Shock essentially acts just like Tesla weapons. Any 6s to hit, you get 2 additional hits to what you've got already. Number 1, Stormcaller, Warp Charge 1. It's a blessing. While it's in effect, the target unit has Shrouded. Clever. Disruptive. Good. Tempest Wrath is number 2. Warp Charge 1 is a malediction. Whilst 18 inches whilst the power is in effect, models in that unit suffer a -1 penalty to their ballistic skill and treat all terrain, even open ground, as difficult terrain. In addition, unless they are immobilized, all models in the target unit that have Jump, Jetpack, Jet Bike, Flying Monstrous Creature, Flyer or Skimmer unit test must immediately take a dangerous test. So infantry basically. No, all models in the target unit that have the... That's amazing. So you -1 penalty to their ballistic skill, which is brilliant because Games Workshop. 7th edition is a shooting game. And then you can just make them do a dangerous test. Yes, they're probably going to pass it, but it's fun. Thunderclap, Warp Charge 1, 12-inch Strength 3, Assault 2d6. Good against Fire Warriors or Hordes coming at you. Murderous Hurricane, Warp Charge 2 is number 4. 18-inch Strength 4, Assault 1, Large Blast Rending. Not bad. Again, Hordes coming at you. Fury of the Wolf Spirit is a Warp Charge 2, Witchfire. Each time the power is manifested, the Psyker shoots using both of the profiles given below one at a time, in any order. Both attacks must target the same unit. So Fury of Freaky, 18-inch Strength 6, Assault 4, and Fury of Jerry is 18-inch Strength 5, AP2, Assault 2, Precision Shot. So it's kind of cool. Can definitely hurt those Terminators coming at you. Jaws of the World Wolf. Jaws of the World Wolf, Warp Charge 2. This was what Tyranids were scared of before, but they don't have anything to be scared of anymore. It's a focused Witchfire that targets a single non-vehicle unit in 18 inches. A model hit by Jaws of the World Wolf must take an initiative test. Monstrous creatures automatically pass the test, so it cannot hurt monstrous creatures. I used to remember playing against my own, playing against Tyranids, playing against Tau with Riptides. They used to fear it, but now they will pass it, and this is just going to be used for those infantry stuff. If the test is passed, nothing happens, but if the test is failed, the model is removed from play. Just realised, a model hit by this must take an initiative test. Monstrous creatures automatically pass, but models like walkers, they don't. They have initiative. So something like a Defiler or a Dreadnoughts would have to do it, and if they failed, then they're gone. Awesome. Jaws of the Wolf is okay. Warp Charge 2, a bit risky. They're okay. There are some good psychic powers in there. Okay. So Space Wolves, final verdict. I'm seeing a lot of, as I'm reading, the mentality behind Space Wolves. Space Marines with counterattack, essentially. They have a lot of things that can, a lot of add-ons, a lot of different units that can be a bit tricky. They've got a lot of ability to deny the witch, especially with Najal. They've got fast units with Skyclaws or Wolves that can come around and mess around with your army, pick at them, weaken them, for then your Longfangs and your Storm gunships to take them down even more, and drop pods that can come out of nowhere with your Dreadnoughts, which are amazing now. I do like this, and all your Orc players are probably going to hate me. I like this more than the Orc Codex that just came out, and it's very clear though to me that Games Workshop wants to sell their Wolves models, their Skyclaw models, their new Dreadnought model, and their new Logan Grimnar model, and their new Flyer model, which I might get over time, but yeah, good solid codex. I'll give it a definite 8 out of 10. But I don't like the layout with the units like that. I like the old layout, but as a codex and as the rules as they are written in here, they look pretty good. Yes, Jaws the Wolf, most people thought was overpowered, and they've reined it in a little bit, but it's still good. They've got their own psychic powers, which we all knew they were coming back. They were taken away from this codex, and now they're back in, which we all knew. So thank you very much for watching. I still love the Space Wolves, thanks, and this codex hasn't deterred me from collecting them. Please let me know what you think of the new codex and of the new models. I like every single one of the new models. I think they're brilliant, but I do love the look of Space Wolves. So yeah, leave a comment below about what you think about the new Space Wolves. Thank you very much for watching. I've been Xenovids. It's been a long video today. I should have mentioned at the beginning, you should probably paint your models, Space Wolves models maybe, and listen to me rambling along. So I will see you on my next video.